Hey guys, we're over here with Rob now. What you making, Rob?
Coal rake.
Okay.
For Jim's Forge.
12 hours, but
It's supposed to be an alligator, so.
What's up, everybody? Wish you all were here.
That's
Wish you
right.
lives. We got forges going everywhere.
That's right. What you working on?
Knife, I think.
Holy, if it's hot, give me a sheet.
you got it good.
Like I had to, was it the first?
Hey folks, how's it going? Ting Ting here. We've got a little bit of an announcement to make for you today, so we're going to make it quicker. As you know, Quad State just happened a month and a half ago or so, and there was a group of us that got together at John Coffey's place, and there's actually a lot more than we expected. We had about 20 people or so between all the camping, and then probably 30 plus for the hammering, and a lot of interest has been shown by other folks since then that they want to come next year, and that's great. That's awesome. So we're trying to grow this event, and it's gained some notice from other Smiths. One in particular, Mr. Daniel Moss, and he and I have been speaking, as well as Mr. John Coffey over at Coffey's Forge, and we have come up with a plan for next year for Quad State 2019 to get Dan Moss over here to the coffee grounds to do a hammer making class. Him and I are going to give a hammer making class. It's going to be 3 days. The class will last 1 day. We're going to open up enough slots to cover 3 days, so it'll be 8 people per day with a total of 3 days. So we're going to open 24 slots. Dan Moss has offered to come over here. All he is wanting to cover is the cost of his flight here and back, and also enough to cover the cost of materials and stuff, and a little bit to go to the Coffees for providing us a place to do the class and things of that nature. Cover all the things we're going to need while we're there at the Quad State hammering at John Coffey's place, because it's going to take place the 3 days before Quad State. So if you're going to want to get in on that, be sure to remember that, take that into consideration, that we're going to be having these classes the 3 days before Quad State starts. Quad State this year starts on, I believe, the 27th, if I remember correctly. And yes, it starts the 27th of 2019, goes the 28th and the 29th, and ends on a Sunday, the 29th. So our plan, Dan Moss will be coming in on the 22nd. 23rd, we will be setting up the restrooms, setting up, getting food, all that brought in, things taken care of for the camping folks that are coming to come in and start setting up for camping, and get anvil stations set up, forges set up for the classes to commence on the 24th of September. And it'll be 24th, 25th, 26th is when the classes will run. And the price of these classes is $125. Can't even buy one of mine or one of Dan's hammers for $125. You can't really buy a forging hammer very often from anyone for that price, let alone them help you make it. Okay, so I believe this is going to sell out pretty quick. Like I said, the money that's going to go from this is to help build up a fund to maybe next year bring another well-known First Smith in for a demonstration or classes of that nature, so we'll have money to cover and fund them to come. And hopefully we're going to make this a yearly event that gets bigger and bigger. We have access to quite a bit of area to do this, so it can potentially get as big as it wants, I think. And sky's the limit. And a lot of people have taken a lot of interest, so I think it's going to take off well. But if you're interested in that, I will leave a link in the description below for PayPal. It is a pay up front class because we're using that money to get Dan Moss here. This is the first year we've done it. It is a PayPal that we have set up just for this, and it will cover, like I said, all the amenities and stuff we need for the class and everything like that. But $125 a ticket. You can buy your ticket, reserve a date, It's first come, first serve. Like I said, you have the 24th, the 25th, the 26th. And if, say, you're coming in for Quad State and your class is on the 24th, you're still welcome to stay for the 25th, 26th if you're coming into camp and things like that. So just take that into consideration. It's the 3 days before Quad State. You'll get to take the hammer home, and also he's going to be raffling off the hammers and stuff that he's bringing in, the tools that me and him and you guys are going to be using to make these hammers. At the end of it all said and done, the hammer that I'm going to make with him, the hammer he's going to make, is all going to be raffled as well. So it's going to be a great time. It's going to, I think, grow into something really awesome. I'll leave a link in the description as well as over here probably for his channel. Go check him out. It's Daniel Moss. Also, I'll leave a link to Mr. John Coffey's channel in the description below. You can go check that out as well as the link to the PayPal. So get in now. I think it's going to sell out pretty quick, and reserve your spot because it's a very, 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 very good price for a hammer class. Start to finish, you're going to be making your own hammer. So I think it's going to go great, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys there. Thank you all, and Ting Ting's out of here.